With so many incidents of cybersecurity risks on the rise, it's clear that information systems aren't as secure as you believed. Hackers are continually looking for weaknesses in order to conduct attacks on systems and get an edge. Welcome to Tech Heaven, and in this video we'll see some of the top hacking attacks in the world. Number 11. Citigroup. Hackers and attackers targeted a large number of money and large sums that were being exchanged in the Citigroup Collection and Institute. Hackers targeted the employees of this collection's identities, user and personal information, phone numbers, bank accounts, and a slew of other vital information and data. There were over 200,000 users and staff in this collection, and all of their essential information and data slipped into the hands of hackers who also stole them. It is also worth noting that hackers and thieves were able to steal and spend a large sum of money totaling $2.7 million. This was one of the cyber attacks that occurred across the system and network and caused significant harm. Data and information, as well as around $2.7 million in customer funds, were stolen. Number 10. South Korea credit cards data compromise. In 2014, cybersecurity firms revealed that over 20 million South Koreans' credit card and bank account information had been hacked, and their personal information had been sold to marketing corporations. Surprisingly, this attack was carried out not by remote hackers, but by an employee of the Korean Credit Bureau who had access to the databases of South Korean credit card companies. Not only that, but the robbery did not involve the use of sophisticated tools as we see in Hollywood movies. Man merely needed to copy the data to a USB stick, exactly like Snowden did when he took his cache of NSA secrets. This assault compromised the banking information of millions of South Koreans and exposed malevolent insiders as a threat to data security. Number 9. Ashley Madison data breach. If your emails can be hacked, what about your dating profile? If you think you won't be found out if you cheat on your spouse, think again. Ashley Madison, a company that provides a forum for married people to engage in extramarital romances, was targeted by a cyber network of hackers in July 2015. Over 25 gigabytes of its user information was revealed on the internet. Before disclosing the data, the hackers asked that the company's unethical operation be completely shut down. This is one of history's most serious breaches involving private consumer information. Number 8. Titan Reign. A kind of politics and diplomacy involves two countries that are not at war with each other in the form of hardware. Instead of waging a hard and questionable battle, they are at diplomatic and political odds with each other. Sean Carpenter revealed in 2004 that critical US military data systems and systems had been hacked and exploited. Titan Reign was one of the FBI's operational ciphers used to crack down on breaches in US military data security. All of these efforts were designed to deter attackers and prevent hacking and penetration of US military resource data, as well as the ruses of unemployed hackers. However, the hacking and infiltration of the US military system was so dangerous that in the event of a hacker assault, it may be one of the cyber attacks, the consequences and damages of which were irreversible. Number 7. Heartland Payment Systems. It is worth noting that Heartland payment systems are one of the secure payment methods that many users use. However, in 2008, this payment system was the subject of a scheme and a cyber attack by abusive hackers. This system's network was discreetly attacked, assaulted, and attacked by malware and a hacker gang, and the malware and hacker group were able to collect more than 100 million card numbers. Albert Gonzalez was one of the malware team's major managers, also regarded as the mastermind. A federal judge found the man guilty and sentenced him to 20 years in jail for hacking, penetrating, and collecting 100 million card numbers. However, it is worth noting that Heartland, which had a safe payment system, suffered significant harm, with the corporation losing more than $140 million. Of course, he paid attention to the company's and the system's famous tagline, which said, "The highest standards and the safest transfers," in addition to the financial harm, which was more than $140 million. By the way, if you're watching us for the first time, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can enjoy our future videos while getting updated. Getting back to the topic, number 6. Hannaford Brothers. In 2007 and 2008, hackers targeted a supermarket chain. During this period, the Hannaford Brothers system stole over 4.2 million credit card details as well as other critical user information and data. By planting malware on the company's system, hackers were able to take all of their data. Experts calculated the financial harm to the hard-working and successful Brothers company at approximately $252 million, and stated that the company sustained financial losses in excess of $252 million. Albert Gonzalez was once again one of the primary figures identified as the malware team's mastermind. Number 5. TJX. TJX is one of the retail companies that sells high-quality brands such as TJX, Max, and Marshall. This big and well-known corporation was not immune to the nefarious intents of the attackers and was cyber-attacked. The attackers stole over 455 million credit cards from the company, costing more than 250 million in financial harm. Number 4. Sven Jaskin. It is worth noting that a youngster was able to construct a virus using his computer system in 2004, which he then used to infect nearly half of the world's computers. When the virus was able to destroy all of Delta Airlines' computer systems and cancel numerous major intercontinental flights, it became extremely dangerous. However, the adolescent and the virus he released were eventually caught by several professionals who earned the $250,000 Microsoft Award. Delta Airlines suffered a $500 million loss as a result of the infection. However, in addition to Delta's computer systems, other companies' computer systems were also destroyed, resulting in a total loss of $1 billion worldwide. Number 3. Michael Keesey. This individual was not one of the most renowned youths of his day, but he was a famous mafia boy of 15 years old. Surprisingly, this person had a high level of computer proficiency. He'd carried out a slew of cyber attacks. Dell, CNN Media Company, and Amazon sales sites were among the companies attacked by Michael Keesey. Michael Keesey caused approximately $1.2 billion in global damage. This individual was the only one who was able to hack into several types of well-known companies that claimed to have highly secure systems and access to superior computer skills. As punishment, the individual who alone owed $1.2 billion in damages was imprisoned for 8 months at his home. Number 2. Sony. The data and details of millions of people who played online games at PlayStation were exposed in a ruse and a cyber attack. Unidentified hackers stole the personal information of millions of Sony PlayStation and online entertainment subscribers. It cost the corporation between $1 and $2 billion in financial damages. However, it is important to note that the actual amount of damages is unknown, and if the experts correctly calculate the financial damages, it will be followed by the biggest and greatest financial losses. In addition to financial losses, disruptions in the performance of entertainment systems and online games may cause gamers to become enraged and cause a decrease in the number of users and consumers. Number 1. Logic Bomb. This approach and cyber attack are two more that have caused the most harm so far. When the usage of computers became less popular in 1982, a method for winning wars was developed. The codes were put into Siberian gas pipelines, interrupting the system and erasing vital data. This strategy resulted in enormous costs as a loss for the Russians, which they do not want to discuss. These are some of the worst and most hazardous cyber attacks in history, causing significant financial harm to businesses. And with that being said, it's time to end our video. Have you ever been hacked by someone? Let us know in the comments. Like this video and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos like this. We'll see you in the next video.